Satu hal yang membuat para petarung menjadi nomor satu dan yang terbaik adalah dia yang mampu bangkit dari keterpurukan atas pukulan lawan-lawannya. Seperti halnya Naseem Hamed, petinju ini tidak sekali atau dua kali saja dia terpukul jatuh, namun dia mampu bangkit dengan keyakinan dan tekad yang kuat untuk kembali bertarung dan memenangkan pertandingan tersebut. Pada sesi ini Sport TV akan mengulas 6 pertandingan Naseem Hamed yang menjadikannya satu-satunya dan yang terbaik dan dianugerahi sebagai rajanya kelas featherweight. Selamat datang di Sport TV dan selamat menikmati. Dengan rekor tak terkalahkan dalam 24 kali pertandingannya dan sukses mempertahankan gelar juara featherweight WBO sebanyak 4 kali. Kali ini Prince Naseem Hamed akan melawan juara dunia featherweight versi IBF yaitu Tom Johnson yang akan digelar pada tanggal 8 Februari tahun 1997 di London Arena. Tom Johnson, petinju dengan julukan Bom-Bom ini adalah salah satu petinju terbaik dari Amerika. Ini adalah pertandingan ke-12 bagi Johnson untuk mempertahankan sapu juara IBF-nya yang selama itu belum ada yang mampu merebut dari tangannya. Petinju ini memiliki skill bertinju yang bagus dan juga memiliki kecepatan pukulan yang banyak sukses menjatuhkan lawan-lawannya.
The IBF featherweight champion of the world, Tom Johnson. Here is one of boxing's young sensations, the colorful and explosive, undefeated WBO featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.
American referee Rudy Battle, the Hamed camp. Naseem Hamed lands what he calls his rocket launch. Explode into action. He's very, very fast, and the punches come from unusual angles like that left hand. Just for a moment, Johnson was caught by surprise. He's okay.
I don't think Johnson will ever seen punches come in from these types of angles before.
Good body shot. That was from Johnson. Be sure that Johnson will have watched videos time and time again and will have tried to work out a style to win this. Remember, for instance,
just dancing around, content just to pick Hamed off a distance.
At the moment, he's just outboxing him a little bit. The left hook gets Johnson going again. Oh, here we go. Clubbing right, then a straight right hand as well.
And that was all caused from a little short left hook inside, and again Johnson's hurt.
Bad moments again for the American, who's breathing heavily. Suddenly, Naseem has him on the run again. Oh, and the left hand sent Johnson reeling backwards. Three-punch combination from Naseem. He can be a chilling finisher. He's tottering now. Tom Boom Boom Johnson. This time Naseem is looking for the finish, but the bell comes at a very good time. Through all that though, Johnson, he found a good left hand there from close in, and another one. 3 minutes to maybe force the stoppage. Lovely uppercut as well. So another very, very good.
They're coming from.
Again, he wears those leopard skin trunks, and he's on you with the speed of a big cat at times as well.
He's really putting power into the right hands now, Hamed.
Oh, he looks in a bad way. Johnson tottering, almost went right hand. He's surely ready to go. In this, the 8th round. Again, he somehow stays on his feet. Huge right hand. The referee thought about stepping in there. There's a cut as well underneath one of the eyes for Johnson, who's all over the place. We are surely only seconds away here. If Naseem can find another big punch like that, a right uppercut.
Dan akhir pertandingan dimenangkan dengan TKO pada ronde ke-8 oleh Prince Naseem Hamed. Prince Naseem Hamed telah mempersatukan gelar juara dunia kelas bulu featherweight versi WBO dan IBF dengan kemenangan yang mempesona, sekaligus membuktikan pada dunia bahwa dialah yang terbaik di kelasnya. Naseem Hamed yang saat itu adalah pemegang sabuk juara kelas bulu badan tinju dunia WBO akan berhadapan dengan juara dunia kelas bulu WBA dan linear, yaitu Wilfredo Vasquez, yang digelar pada tanggal 18 April tahun 1998. Namun gelar juara WBA Vasquez dicopot oleh organisasi WBA karena dia memilih bertanding melawan Naseem Hamed yang sebagai juara dunia saat itu, daripada dia harus melawan penantang peringkat 1 versi WBA. Wilfredo Vasquez adalah petinju yang super tangguh dengan menjuarai 3 kelas yang berbeda, yaitu juara dunia kelas bantam WBC, WBA, dan IBF Interkontinental, juara dunia kelas bantam super IBC dan WBA, juara dunia kelas featherweight WBA dan linear, dan dia juga dianugerahi sebagai petinju terbaik dari Puerto Rico.
Left hook from him. He pulled it around with some spectacular power late on against Eloy Rojas.
And they are the punches that you would employ from the vast experience if he's ever come across anybody with the style of Hamed. Very, very unique.
Oh, left hook, and he's got him this time. Vasquez on the floor in round 3. Not for long, but a good shot from the star from Sheffield. His career.
And another good left hand from Hamed. He's just starting to find the range, find the gaps in the defense of Vasquez.
Hamed maybe getting on top and breaking through. Unusual angles that other fighters don't even dream about.
This is a nice performance from Hamed.
But I don't know, you just sense, don't you, that Vasquez could still be dangerous.
Menjatuhkan Vasquez ke kanvas, namun Vasquez masih mampu bangkit untuk melanjutkan pertarungan tersebut.
He's really having to think his way through this, isn't he, the Prince? Oh, left hand, down he goes, says it's not a knockdown, but it is. He shook his head almost in disgust with himself. I don't think he was really contesting the fact that he was down for the second going on. One of the ropes has become quite slack and is being tightened up by feverish work in the corners as you're watching.
Yes, that's right. Bear in mind the style he's got.
Ronde ke-7. Pada ronde ini, Naseem Hamed menghabisi Vasquez dengan memukul jatuh 2 kali, dan wasit menghentikan pertarungan tersebut. Dan Naseem Hamed menang dengan TKO di ronde ke-7.
He is very wary of Hamed's power with counter shots.
He's a smart fighter. He's not about to rush in recklessly. Hamed would like him to do that.
Oh, another left hand, and he goes into a dance. That was a big shot from Hamed. Vasquez again is up cleanly, but he's down for the 3rd time in the contest now. Nods to the corner, says I'm okay. Terrific shot that though. And then right hand. But still, I'm sure his boxing brain is telling him, take no... The decision to rush in and try and walk through him has to be taken at the right time when he feels that Vasquez is ready by Hamed. He's certainly softening him up now though with these shots, and that left foot is more off balance than anything really. Vasquez, but rocked by that, those legs are starting to go. The legs now have turned to timber for Vasquez. Another left hand, and the end may be close from again. His pride gets him up at 3, maybe unwisely at 3.
Yes, the legs were unsteady when he got up. He should have took some more time.
Hamed looks to be on the verge here. It is stopped in round 7. It is stopped, and Prince Naseem Hamed has...
Naseem Hamed kembali membuktikan bahwa dia adalah rajanya di kelas bulu atau kelas featherweight dengan mengalahkan juara dunia versi WBA dan lineal. Pada pertandingan selanjutnya, Naseem Hamed akan mengalahkan juara dunia versi WBC yaitu Cesar Soto. Naseem Hamed versus Kevin Kelly adalah pertandingan tinju untuk kejuaraan kelas featherweight champion versi WBO yang digelar di Madison Square Garden, New York pada tanggal 19 Desember tahun 1997 dengan titel Here on Business. Kevin Kelly yaitu juara dunia versi WBO dan mantan juara dunia versi WBC dengan rekor bertanding 47 kali kemenangan dan hanya 1 kali kalah.
Let's do this. Inquiring minds. When another fighter starts to partake in it, he's
seen purposely to bump into Bill Borgia.
First 2 minutes of the fight, Hamed is a puzzle that Kelly is unable to solve. But down goes the Prince on Kelly's first serious landed punch. A looping right hand put Hamed down. Second time in his career he's been down in the first round, and Hamed came back to knock him out in the second, who has floored him in the first round.
You need to look at me. You need to really look at me. There's 2 things we got to do.
Now watch Hamed commit a cardinal sin in boxing, leaning back after.
But it only took one to do the damage.
Ronde kedua.
Won him the round.
Pada ronde ini keduanya berlanjut saling jual beli pukulan, masing-masing menampilkan skill bertinjunya. Di pertengahan ronde kembali Kevin Kelly berhasil memasukkan pukulan keras yang membuat Naseem Hamed kehilangan keseimbangan dan kedua tangannya menyentuh kanvas sehingga mendapat hitungan wasit.
Backs Naseem up, Naseem in the ropes. First time he's been in the ring with a fighter of Kevin Kelly's class. The wonderful thing coming into tonight was you knew that anything could happen. And one of the things that could happen would be that the Prince was exposed as a fraud. His gloves touch the canvas, the count begins. The second knockdown for Kelly.
Pertandingan berlanjut dan di menit selanjutnya Naseem Hamed berhasil memasukkan pukulan lurusnya dan membuat Kevin Kelly pun jatuh ke kanvas. Namun dia masih mampu bangkit kembali untuk melanjutkan pertarungannya.
I thought that was a knockdown that Kelly should have been scored for a knockdown.
Angie Esteves waved it off. Knockdown of Kelly, ruled a slip. Hard right hand inside by Kelly.
The Prince has not seen this kind of power before.
Well, but Hamed is supposed to have power of his own with his quickness, and we haven't seen the evidence of that as yet.
I think the mistake he made.
There we
Hard
saw
right
it right
hand,
there.
There's the power. There's the power you were talking about. And Kelly is stunned.
Hey, come on, baby.
And Hamed nods to him. Now we're in a fight.
Clean break, huh? Watch that over, watch that over. Let's go.
And Kelly gets out of his boxing stance and decides to go to war.
It's an advantage to stay wild. Drop your hand, make this guy wait for you.
Kelly lands a hard chopping left and another. Naseem seemingly beginning to
You can see Naseem is trying to get the rhythm to Kelly, and he's not able to do that.
close, having seen knockdowns for each fighter.
Landed a left and then a right. The first one was a knockdown. The referee was a little late getting in as he got up again. But he did bounce up. Give him that. And they're flush on the jaw. Kelly left himself open and caught one from Hamed.
And that's what was ruled a slip right there, Larry.
Seconds out.
It could have been.
These things, how you let them hands go. Why all buying step by buying
On a schoolyard when he was 7 years old, asking
Ronde keempat.
not to get into a
Pada ronde ini keduanya kembali saling jual beli pukulan dan di menit awal ronde Naseem Hamed berhasil memasukkan pukulan kirinya dengan telak sehingga membuat Kelly jatuh ke kanvas. Namun dia masih mampu bangkit kembali untuk melanjutkan pertarungannya.
seems that Kevin Kelly is getting the best of the counterpuncher. You would expect the opposite.
They trade in short bursts and flurries. Naseem landing more accurately in this round than has been the case before, but taking some leather in return. Down goes Kelly on 2 hard left hands.
6, 7, 8,
Both fighters down twice in the fight.
Ooh, a good
Blistering right hand by Hamed. Kelly a little slow to respond here.
You got to be careful mixing up with Kelly because he can fight.
And that's going to be ruled a knockdown as Naseem's glove grazed the canvas. So there's the count for that. Third knockdown of Hamed by Kelly, and the Naseem advocates in the crowd boo that. Hard left hand by Kelly, and a right hand shot. Leaping right hand by the Prince, and a hard left, and Kelly's down for the 3rd time.
Dan akhir pertarungan dimenangkan dengan TKO oleh Prince Naseem Hamed. The Blitz Kevin Kelly adalah petinju yang bagus. Dia berani jual beli pukulan melawan Naseem Hamed. Namun dia lupa bahwa Naseem Hamed memiliki pukulan-pukulan yang sangat dahsyat. Selain itu, Naseem Hamed memiliki dagu yang sangat kuat, yang walaupun dia terjatuh namun dia masih bisa bangkit lagi dan segera pulih seperti sedia kala. Naseem Hamed melawan Augie Sanchez. Pertarungan ini berlangsung pada tanggal 19 Agustus tahun 2000 di Foxwoods Resort Casino, Connecticut. Augie Sanchez adalah petinju Amerika yang disorot memiliki pukulan keras, serta salah satu petinju yang mampu mengalahkan Floyd Mayweather di kejuaraan amatir. Oke, mari kita simak baku hantam keras dan brutal ini.
A little mechanical with it, but Sanchez
out of the balloon before you go and mix it up with
body. Naz starts throwing his left to the body. Prince Naseem more or less in a southpaw stance, and here he does have the right foot way in front, but
by Sanchez. That one hurt. Prince even tries. Because you wait around for a guy that hits that hard as a Prince, you're going to get hit.
Down goes Naseem on a straight right hand, and Michael Ortega is going to rule it a foot on the foot.
Well, I didn't see the trip, but that thought it was I thought it was a clean knockdown.
What do you think, Harold?
You go down on the end of a punch, it's a knockdown, and that's all there is to it. He got hit, he went down, it's a knockdown.
And now this will be the second slip of the round. And Sanchez
and Jim, as they were breaking up, clean. And he was stung and jarred
after getting hit on the break. Watch your head, watch your head.
Prince better beware.
And another big left hook by Sanchez. And Naseem almost went down again. And now he lands a big left hand.
He better beware because this is a puncher. You just can't do anything you want with a puncher.
Get back. Okay. And I'm not sure Augie Sanchez has recovered from the left hand that he took.
But he's still dangerous.
There's a mouse under the right eye of Sanchez. Knockdown or not?
Let's see if it's a knockdown, if we can see their feet. 2 right hands. To me, that is a knockdown.
We still don't see the feet.
We don't see the feet. Right, left.
And that's the exchange later on in the round.
That's when the Prince thought he was hurt.
Ortega is running around there, and I'm not sure what he's doing. 2 right hands. To me, that is a knockdown.
We still don't see the feet.
We don't see the feet. Right, left. Sanchez
lands another left hook and a straight right hand. And Naz.
These people who want to see a big mouth shut. Whether Sanchez is the guy
hurting.
And Naz, of course, sticking with the high-risk stuff. Pereira and Morales sitting around watching with their hearts in their throats, thinking, here goes my million if this guy goes down. And Naz lands a big left Sanchez held on and
to gather his forces now, fight the fight he wants to fight, not try to get into a brawl with a big puncher.
You know what happened? I do believe the pre.
All right, that's over.
Blood on both fights. Augie Sanchez getting a lot of big chances in the first 3 rounds here. They trade left hooks. Big right hand. And another big right hand. And Sanchez grabs the right hand and holds on.
For good reasons.
You see the quickness of Prince Naseem Hamed.
To fight a fight that's more advantageous to the Prince.
He's just taking a beating
deeper into
there.
the trick bag and starting to give Sanchez a beating with hard power shots in the 3rd round.
Let him out, let him out. No, don't do that, don't do that. Hamed tripped over Sanchez's leg, but it was not a deliberate trip. It should have been accounted as a knockdown.
Unless, of course, he's putting up a pretty good front.
He's in with a puncher, and these punchers will hurt you. Every time they
punches around.
Sanchez won the round. I gave the round to Sanchez.
Prince is throwing punches from...
The Prince hit Augie Sanchez when Augie was on the floor. Augie slipped out, and the Prince hit him. And that's why...
Took away a potential knockdown from Prince Naseem.
No, I don't think it was a knockdown. It was a slip. But even still, Sanchez is on the floor. The Prince leans down, and he whacks him.
All right, we're midway through the 4th in what has become a wild affair.
No. Let him out. Let him out. Step back. Step in to the Prince, and then went to his knees.
I think the referee hurt him by not calling it a knockdown.
Sanchez out on his feet again as Naz lands a left hand to the face and to the body. Naz laughing as Sanchez again slides down the front of him. Left, right. And once again, you see the awesome punching power of Prince Naseem Hamed.
Dan akhir pertandingan dimenangkan oleh Prince Naseem Hamed dengan TKO pada ronde keempat. Augie Sanchez adalah petinju pemberani. Selain memiliki pukulan keras, ini terbukti sempat membuat Hamed terjatuh ke kanvas. Namun Sanchez lupa bahwa Hamed adalah petinju dengan rahang yang kuat dan mampu bangkit serta pulih kembali dengan cepat. Prince Naseem Hamed kembali menyuguhkan pertarungan yang sangat spektakuler, sekaligus membuktikan bahwa dia masih yang terbaik di kelasnya. Naseem Hamed versus Fuyani Bungu. Pertandingan ini digelar di Olympia London pada tanggal 11 Maret tahun 2000 dengan gelar Capital Punishment atau hukuman mati. Fuyani Bungu adalah petinju asal Afrika Selatan. Petinju ini adalah salah satu super champion atau juara dunia super bantam IBF yang mampu mempertahankan gelarnya sebanyak 13 kali berturut-turut dan tidak ada lagi lawan yang mampu menandinginya. Kemudian Fuyani Bungu naik ke kelas featherweight untuk menantang Naseem Hamed sekaligus untuk merebut gelar juara dunia WBO dan lineal yang saat itu dipegang oleh Prince Naseem Hamed.
Nevertheless, highly significant if you come from the kind of poverty that afflicted. Hard shot by Naseem as Bungu came in.
The right hand is going to land. He doesn't like reaching out into new territory.
Hard right hand by Bungu. Snap Naz's head back, and then there's another right across the Naz
rhythm. But he's looking at what he's doing.
Round 1 largely dominated.
You see what Bungu is doing already, crouching, moving, making himself a difficult target, and looking to land a counter as Hamed throws one of his big uppercuts.
71, 32%. Bungu, 14 out of only 48 punches thrown. Well below. Crouching, working inside, lands that right hand counter. Kind of gets a little smile out
like a Prince focusing on pot shot. You got to keep active, hit him every now and then, throw something.
Power shots for Naz, hurting Bungu more than he's been hurt. Bungu's trainer elected not to get into the ring in front of the fighter that time, but rather allowed the cut man, Paddy Byrne, to do so. Now Prince Naseem Hamed again backing Bungu up with big shots.
To Prince's chest. That'll help out a little bit. If you aim for the chest, you'll get the chin.
Hard left hand
Prince. He turns around into a right-handed stance and fires a right cross. Now back to the southpaw stance.
Stand in the middle where you can be hit.
Harold Letterman, how do you have it scored so far?
Jim, 3-0, 30.
I think a better explanation, if you want to be charitable to the Prince, I mean, if you're on the Prince's side, one explanation is that both McCullough and Soto fought to survive. Down goes Bunku on a left-hand shot up the middle.
There goes that theory, which I didn't subscribe to, and certainly don't now.
And Gianni Bunku is knocked out for the first time in his career.
Dan akhir pertarungan dimenangkan dengan TKO di ronde keempat oleh Prince Naseem Hamed. Sahabat Sport TV, Prince Naseem Hamed kembali menunjukkan pada kelasnya dan sekaligus membuktikan bahwa dia tetap yang terbaik di antara keduanya. Setelah malang melintang dan merajai kelas bantam dan super bantam sebagai sang juara, Naseem Hamed naik ke kelas featherweight untuk merebut sabuk juara WBO yang digenggam oleh Steve Robinson. Steve Robinson adalah petinju asal Wales, Inggris yang sebagai juara dunia featherweight versi WBO yang sudah mempertahankan gelar 7 kali berturut-turut tak terkalahkan.
As the rain begins to fall and it's getting heavier. 12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship. Factors at this point fight what happens when Hamed starts to land cleanly. Will the punches bounce off Robinson, who's never been stopped?
Down.
He's talking to Robinson as well. Robinson says, okay then. He's trying to goad him into coming out of that defensive shell, and he's managed to do that, I think. Now Hamed's trying to open up, and look at Robinson trying to close the wrap. Big Welsh crowd would love to have those smiles wiped off his face. He seemed to catch Robinson with one. It's unbelievable.
Yes, an extraordinary fight plan from Hamed. He's really taking chances in there to try and get Robinson out of that crab-like defense.
Keep his game plan.
That's right, that's very important for Robinson.
Showmanship that comes.
And then he's gone.
Somehow, some way, Robinson needs to get in close. Use what might be his superior strength. Robinson, oh, he's got him! For only the second time in his career. 5th round, Robinson down. He's been outboxed in there at the moment, and these are bad moments now for Steve Robinson. This is a bad round for Robinson, and the end couldn't come quick enough.
That was really very, very common. If you look, the punches come from all sorts of angles, bringing them round the side, one right through the middle there, and then lifts that one up. Right hand, right up the middle. Down he goes.
Yeah. Well, he's probably lost every round bar the first. And Hamed here is going for the finish, I think. He's getting through with these punches now. They're not hitting the gloves of Robinson anymore. They're being driven through. He almost poked his gum shield out and it almost came out there as another punch thudded in.
Yes, he looks tired, hurt, getting punched around this ring, Robinson.
He's falling around the ring rather than moving around it to Robinson. Robinson does get through for once. He landed 2 or 3 there. But is it the last rally of a proud champion? Hamed is...
Yes, the thing that's really surprised me is inside, Hamed looks the stronger of the two.
Oh, there was a low blow there from Hamed. Robinson looks to be on unsteady legs to me now. This is brilliant stuff, really, from Naseem Hamed. He really may be the big star. Robinson hasn't won a round, I don't think, anyway. Agree, Glenn? Up a little bit in the last couple of rounds, maybe. And that's just a slip. Now, he slipped. And I think the referee stopped it. He stopped the fight as he slipped in the corner, and Prince Naseem Hamed is now king. Applause, it has to be said, and maybe even grudging applause from the more partisan of the Robinson followers. But anyone with an ounce of sportsmanship in them, I think, will know that they were in the presence of...
Demikian kisah legenda pertarungan Prince Naseem Hamed, dan nantikan kisah-kisah menarik lainnya di Sport TV Channel. Terima kasih sudah menyaksikan dan salam Sport TV. Stay tune and be happy.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did, I know it hurts, but something